Tom Devine with AVNation with a CEDIA 2019 special. What we're doing is we are previewing the booths and exhibitors coming to CEDIA Expo 2019 in Denver, September 12th to the 14th. And with me today, talking about their booth, my buddy Tom Devine from AVPro. Welcome, sir.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, Tim. I appreciate you talking to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. AVPro Edge, we've hung out with you guys a lot in the last couple of years at ISE, at Infocom, and at CEDIA the last few years. You guys are in booth 739, 739. So as we're going through the show floor in Denver and we come upon your booth, what are we going to find?
Well, you're definitely going to find a lot of cool stuff. So we're really, CEDIA is a big show for us. We've had some, we're always trying to push technology. So this is the show, right? The residential people, the home theater enthusiasts, the people, those are the ones that get the technology first. So we're really excited about this show, and we're excited to bring some really cool stuff. One of the things that we're bringing is down mixing, audio down mixing built into our matrix switchers. So, a matrix switcher, good backbone to have a multi-zone installation throughout a house. But if you have a Dolby Atmos sound movie that you want to play, well, if you want to deliver Dolby Atmos sound 30 channels, you have to go have a setup for it, but you're not going to have that in your kitchen. So if you want to watch the same thing in your kitchen and your home theater at the same time, you're not able to. Well, we're able to down mix that same exact signal to 2-channel throughout the rest of the home and still deliver Atmos in the home theater. And so this is the only matrix switch on the market that does something like this. There are other down mixing matrix switchers, but they're not able to do those bitstream audio like DTS HD or Dolby Atmos. So we're really excited about that. One is a 16x16 base, and then there's an 8x8 base as well. And then our 16x16 is actually modular. So we're really excited to bring that because we feel as we're starting to get to 8K and 10K and beyond, that fiber is going to be really a solution that we're going to see a lot more of. And so what we are presenting is a modular switch where you would be able to set HDMI inputs and fiber optic outputs along with HD-based-T outputs and HDMI outputs as well. But you could customize the switch so that if you had a few long runs where you wanted to deliver uncompressed 4K, you'd be able to do that via fiber optic directly out of the matrix switch without having to go into a converter or a receiver transmitter type of product. So
internally in the matrix.
Exactly. So we're really proud. We're going to be proud to debut those, and you'll be able to get hands-on and see that right at the show. And so that's one of the really cool pieces that we're bringing to the table. But we have other stuff as well. So
one thing I want to highlight what you guys do. I mentioned the fact that we've seen you at ISE, we've seen you at Infocom and CEDIA. Those three shows, and ISE is a different animal because it's a combination of residential commercial. But you guys have solutions for heavy commercial folks, right? They do nothing but office buildings all day, every day. They do nothing but education all day, every day. But you also have solutions for residential folks, and you also have solutions for those folks who live in that nether area in between. My buddy Joe Whitaker calls it resimercial, right?
Yeah, resimercial, light commercial, or whatever you call it. Yeah, you're exactly right. We definitely started with a focus on residential, and then over the past years, we've been able to now expand into very niche lines to make these solutions that you're not able to find everywhere else. And so that's what we try to present to the market. We try to present something that when you're going with AVPro, it's not we're presenting a solution that maybe looks at the problem, or I should say the installation, a different way than others. And so we're able to present a little bit tighter closeness to technology, so that we are bringing technology as fast as we can. And one of the ways that we're doing that at CEDIA is we are actually going to debut our active HDMI cable that does 48 gigabits per second. So, the HDMI 2.1 spec is spec'd at 48 gigabits per second. Right now, that's the data rate for people that could care less what those words mean. But this data rate, it's ever expanding and getting bigger and bigger. And we need to figure out ways to send this stuff through. And right now, everything's kind of limited at 18 gigabits per second. And a lot of things, 10.2 gigabits per second when you talk about category cable. So what ends up happening is we're able to now push that beyond, get ready for this HDMI 2.1 spec that has 120 frames per second and does 8K and 10K. And we're going to be debuting our cable there. And this is a cable that we developed with Clearline Fiber, a really, really a high-end cable company that uses, fiber company that uses this safe type of fiber that is, industry leading, that you can terminate yourself and you don't have to worry about getting poked. And we're putting that directly into our cables. So now we are able to offer an HDMI cable that's 100 meters that can go 48 gigabits per second. We'll be showing that at CEDIA, which is pretty exciting.
One thing that I want to point out to folks is you're spouting off some pretty significant facts and figures there, more than good. The one thing I do appreciate about Tom is his commitment to education, both within the AVPro Edge folks, but also to dealers. You're doing two separate trainings during CEDIA, around CEDIA, and I want to say that correctly, because before the show ever starts, you guys are doing an image science foundation class, but also you're doing some education during CEDIA. So tell folks what you're doing and then how they can learn from you.
Sure. So a lot of people, the ISF, that's Imaging Science Foundation, that they are the people that are the calibrators, right? These TV calibrators, these projector calibrator people, they study color, they make sure it's perfect. And there's a 3-day seminar where you can become one of those calibrators through ISF, become ISF level 3 certified by taking this 3-day course. And you really do get hands-on and classroom training on being calibrated. It's through Imaging Science Foundation. We help put on the class, though, through providing equipment, and we want to push the knowledge, right? As you said before, we always want to push the knowledge. So this is such a cool class that you're able to go, you learn to calibrate, and there's still a few spots available. I think they have room for like 3 or 4 more people. So if you see this video and you wanted to learn about calibration, definitely go to avpro.training or just look up ISF on Google, and you'll be able to find the training at CEDIA. And that's not going to be on campus at CEDIA, but on campus at CEDIA, we're doing a video distribution workshop. So this is for the hands-on integrator who is, wants to know about 4K distribution, wants to make sure that their installations are tight and they're optimizing their picture and they're not running into problems and having truck rolls of returning back to the job over and over and over. This course is a 2-hour course where you're going to have a lot of hands-on training with exactly how to do 4K distribution correctly.
Well, the one thing about that is as we're advancing, and you even mentioned it before, with the matrix that downmixes Dolby Atmos, that is becoming more and more in residential, as well as 4K. Even though some of the sources that folks aren't exactly there yet, many of them are getting there very, very quickly. And you've got folks like the satellite, the set-top box folks, are saying, look, you know what? Today, tomorrow, you can get 4K in your home, and the displays are already there. So these dealers and these installers are having to deal with this on a daily basis.
Yep, exactly. And so it's overall. We're going to have a really cool showing at CEDIA. I hope everybody comes to our booth. We are also throwing a party. So at 10 Barrel Brewing on Friday from 7 to 10, come by, grab a beer, talk to some AVPro pros. This is just going to be a customer appreciation party. We have a lot of our customers that we get to see at CEDIA, and we don't get to see them all the time. So this is your chance that if you're buying AVPro Edge products and you're coming to our booth, come to our party. It's going to be a really fun time from 7 to 10 on Friday at 10 Barrel Brewing. I hope to see everyone there. But other than that, our booth is going to be showing live demos. You'll be able to get your hands on all of our normal products that you maybe wanted to check out, all of our extenders, our distribution amplifiers, and everything in between. So I definitely think we're going to have a really good CEDIA this year. I'm very excited to, see integrators in person, show them, some really cool products that are pushing technology forward. and doing some things that you're not able to find elsewhere.
Very good. Again, the AVPro Edge is $739. Go by and see Tom Devine and tell him we said hi. So thank you so much, sir, for AVNation. Go by the website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv. You'll find this program, a host of others, and all of our show coverage of CEDIA 2019. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.